Hey guys, I'm here with a video of War number 10 on the 4th season of Alliance War here. Today we are facing Rül76. They were Platinum 1 last season, and they are currently maintaining a Platinum 1 standing this season. We're struggling to stay in Platinum 1 currently. I think we're rank 15 when this started. Today I brought Corvus, Stark, and Magic just in case. Alright, so let's start this shit off. We got a Mystic here that is unduped. I'll throw on some small boosts. Sorry about that. Took a screenshot real quick just to check something. Alright, so this first fight was Hood. Which, honestly, I don't know. I wasn't really expecting Hood here. I don't know who I was expecting. Unduped Mystic. I was like, I mean, it can't be anyone that great because there's only a few. Nah, I would imagine people would place that are unduped, but I guess it made sense. Should I push him to an L2? I could have taken some damage, I mean, from blocking, but even then, it would have only been a slight inconvenience. And thank God, with, the new MD, I can just sit here and dex back and forth, so this doesn't end up being, too bad of a fight here. I play it safe, though. I go for Magic's L2, and then I just sit back and I parry him. I keep doing the same thing. Again, I could do the whole, intercept thing, which I did do at the end here, but I try not to do that during war unless, I need to do it. Because it's a little risky at times, and if I fuck up, then die, I'm just going to feel like an idiot. Alright, so we got a 4-star skill here. So my first instinct for this was, I was like, oh, okay, Kinetic Reactor, Punisher. Nope, Korg. I fucking hate Korg. I've only fought him a handful of times this season. I've definitely never fought him with Stark. This fight didn't turn out to be too bad. I'm just trying to drop his rock shield real quick here and then try to get some damage on him. Now that he's got his L2, it's a lot easier, to evade that one than his L1, especially with Stark. At this point, his rock shield's super close to fucking finishing. And now he's got that shit back. And at this point, I could have sat here and tried to build up poise charges, but when fighting him, it's just, I don't know, it seems risky. And I'm still trying to get used to evading his L1. As you can see, one time I got, no problem. The second time, well, actually, no, the second time is the time I did it, no problem. The first time I got wrecked by it. Anyways, he's at 2% health here. I'm like, alright, nice. So I was like, I barely lost any health for this fight. Still went into it thinking it was Punisher, though, so that kind of, threw me off. I would much rather have used Corvus for that fight. Alright, so I had a mutant here. 0 charges. I was like, is this Bishop or is it Sabretooth? I was like, if it's Sabretooth, I'm going to probably want to go in with Stark, especially since Corvus has 0 charges. But I figured, maybe Sabretooth would have shown up in the guy's profile, depending. But at this point, I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to go in with Corvus. I was like, I need this charge for Killmonger. Ended up being Bishop. I mean, you guys know how much I love fighting Bishop. I fucking hate it. Now, in this fight, I'm mainly just trying not to trigger the regen too much. I already know I'm going to run out of charges at some point here. And, the one thing I don't want to do is get him to the point where he just L1s me a bunch. So I'm like, alright. I was like, I don't know how to evade his specials, at least comfortably. I can evade his L2 once in a great while, but not well enough that I'm going to risk it during this fight. So I hit him with an L2. He's doing pretty good on health at this point. He's like 37%. At this point, I'm like, oh, maybe I can finish him off. It's not going too bad. So I waste my 2 glaive charges, and I hit him with an L1, and this pushes him to an L2. He's got 18% health left. It's not too much. But at this point, I'm like, alright, I'm going to try to wait for my glaive charges to come back, because if I sit here and I beat on him with no glaive charges, he's just going to keep getting bars of power, and I'm just going to get hit by specials, and there's a chance I might die from blocked hits. So at this point, I just continue to do the Nightcrawler trick to him, and except, I'm not trying to switch his stance, but I'm just trying to prolong the clock at this point. So I just keep throwing a, light attack and holding fucking block. And this gives me a window to just wait out my glaive charges at this point. At this point, they're almost back. Minute 19 left on the clock. Now, if he wasn't so close to dead, I don't know. I think I would have pushed a little bit harder to get him, some hits while the glaive charges weren't there. But again, taking a lot of block hits from him, trying to avoid the fucking regen shit, and then taking a lot of block damage from his specials, so it's better to play safe. Alright, coming up on node 29. Now at this point of this war, when I actually hit 29, everything was super close. We were pretty much tied up. I think they had one death over us at the time, or we were just exactly tied at this point. And I was freaking out about this, because I was like, sometimes my consistency with taking down Killmonger isn't always there. So today I decided I was going to use my last 30% boost. I mean, I'll probably have to pick some up for the last week of war, because, fuck, it's the last week of war, right? Threw on a 20% and a 10% attack boost. Put on the 200% power boost and the 12% special attack boost. And, I'm looking through my other boosts, I don't know, should I put on something else? I thought about putting on combat regen, but, I don't think I would have actually needed it. I like to save those for certain nodes. I was like, he's only rank 4. That's not too bad. I was like, I should be able to handle this with one charge. So I start off, I hit him, and then I armor break him so that I don't have to deal with the reverb shit. I evade his L1, and I go to town on his ass. And now he's got the fucking reverb shit back. So at this point, I was like, I could armor break him, but it's close. And then I accidentally parry him there and get put in the corner. So many points here where I almost attack his block. And, that's just a stupid idea if I did. Alright, so I hit him with the L2, and at this point, he's at 30% health. So I'm like, oh, right, excellent. And I almost got another L2, so I throw that at him, and it kills him, which was fantastic. That fight couldn't have gone any better. So after this, I was so frazzled by our fucking closeness to this war that after this next fight, I meant to record the Domino fight, but completely, rushed in and we were running low on time. And, I forgot to record it. I was so pissed at myself when I was done, though. So I went into this fight thinking it was going to be Korg. I was like, oh, Vitality, it's got to be Korg. Ended up being Blade. These assholes put fucking suicides on him, which, was smart for the cornered node, but at the same time, it's a stupid idea, because every time he uses a special, he's just going to drop his fucking health. And, I pushed him to an L2 here, which was kind of dumb. I should have just let him use the L1 and, drop more of his health, but I wasn't really concerned at this point. It was a quick, easy fight. Wasn't too bad. There's a few people I would have rather not fought there in comparison to him. Alright, so I move up to Domino. As you can see at the bottom there, it says I defeated Domino, so at least it shows that I took her out. So I went up here to Iceman. I'm still boosted from the Killmonger fight at the time. Iceman ain't too bad of a fight with Corvus. The immunity kind of helps. This is always a strange spot for Iceman, in my opinion. His L1's just about as easy to evade as Iron Man's L1 and Kang's L1. So I don't really find it a difficult task exactly. I still wish I had fucking more charges for that fight, but the 200% power and the attack, special attack boost definitely helped with that one, just to finish it off nicely. Now, I ended up taking out the boss in the end, but again, same reasoning that I didn't record the domino fight. I waited for the guy to take down Cable earlier, and then I rushed in to try to make sure my boosts were still there. Alright, so for this war, a couple people shared their videos, so I got some shit for the highlight reel. First one is Bugsy. Also, I'm trying a new camera filter out for, well, not a camera filter, but a video filter out for these fights, just to kind of differentiate them from the other fights of the video. Alright, so Bugsy went into the Spite node with OG Vision. That was a good choice. I don't personally have Vision, but I do wish I had him. At this point, he's just wrecking Hyperion. He's got some nice power control going here. This is still a risky node for fucking, you know, even with Vision at this point, because, like, I don't know, Hyperion can be a dick, and if he just keeps fucking dashing back, and Vision doesn't get enough power in time, it can just be a whole mess of shit. But he's doing pretty good to like maintain the power control here. At this point, you know, apparently he got hit with an L3. That's exactly what I was talking about. If things don't pan out right, it can happen. But Bugsy prepared well in advance and threw on an invulnerability boost, so, you know, that ain't shit to him. I think, honestly, against Hyperion, invulnerability boosts are, like, the best thing to have against a fight against him. Like, if you're going to use any boost against Hyperion, that's the one. Because your risk of L3 is pretty high. I mean, AON nodes are probably the second best to have him for. As long as it's not someone who, you know, lands a damage over time effect on you after their special 3, because then that kind of sucks, and you're pretty fucked after that. Alright, so Bugsy finished that shit very nicely. Looks like he's going up to Gladiator Hulk on Immune node. Now, I haven't watched this video, I just insert them into here and then watch them as I record this, so I don't exactly know how it goes. So he threw on a 200% power boost for this fight, which is smart. And a 12% attack boost, again, smart. And he's running heavy boosts as well, besides that. And he's still got about 30 seconds left on his invulnerability boost. Oh, but he switches it for an advanced power boost. Oh, that was a smart idea, though. He's got 2 charges, so he should be outputting a decent amount of damage. I believe, I didn't look right there, but pretty sure his Corvus is rank 4, so, you know, the advanced power boost is probably the best idea for this fight. Alright, so he gets his L2. Nice 29,000 damage there. He backed up while the smash icon came up. It's what seems to get people during these fights against fucking Gladiator Hulk. They rush in and he's got that smash icon and they get fucked up. Alright. Excellent work, Bugsy. You did solid. Now we got a video from Tanner here. He's heading towards the boss. He's going at fucking Green Goblin here. Green Goblin with Corvus is a fun fight. Because depending on the node and depending on how many charges you have at the time, it can be risky at times, I guess. I mean, not risky exactly, but you have a chance of losing your charges. So, but not him. He had Suicides running. He had 4 charges on his not Green Goblin. Wow, on his Corvus. So, you know, he wrecked that shit real quick. And since I fucked up and didn't record my boss fight today, looks like, you know, I'll have a boss fight from Tanner here. Alright, so he's running heavy boosts as well. You know, running the typical Corvus fucking boosts, the fucking, you know, power and the special attack boosts. Now this should be a good fight for him, especially with the 4 charges, and looks like he has True Strike, so Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so he's beginning solid. Alright, threw a heavy out there. Wasn't expecting that one. Looks like he's waiting for her to try to drop an L1 here. He throws the L2 at her. Nice. That took a shitload of damage from her. She's already like, what, 1/3 of the way dead? Alright, now she has her L2. Ooh, and he throws an L2 right there at the end. That was a risky move. But thankfully, she apparently got a full bar of power when he did that, so, you know, it took the fucking power away from her. It's crazy that she wasn't using specials that match, though. That was kind of strange. Tanner did a solid job. And this will wrap up the highlight reel for this, you know, run. They did great. More people need to share more videos so I can add them to this. We ended up with the win for this. Barely with the win. This was probably the closest war I've had all season. Actually, in the last couple seasons, we only won by 30 points. Which says a lot. Like, we won by 1 defender diversity, which is just crazy. We had a tie score. Shout out to Tanner, Razorblade, and me for MVPs. And thanks for watching, guys. 2 wars left.